The ocean is vast and boundless. In the dark corners of the reefs, a group of pearl divers lives quietly. During the Tang Dynasty, the Chui family in Yangzhou established a pearl field in Heppu, supplying South Sea pearls each year. Although the pearls are invaluable, the life of the pearl slaves is bleak. The overseers who monitor the divers are brutal, and those who are weak and unable to dive are condemned to a lifetime of slavery. Duan Wu is one of these pearl slaves. Although diving for pearls is arduous, it is also the most freeing moment for her. Orphaned since childhood, she is not afraid of the man-eating sharks beneath the waves. Instead, it is the shameless cruelty of people on land that she cannot forgive. However, having been imprisoned from a young age, Duan Wu can only live carefully. One day, a man in Heppu had long coveted the beautiful Duan Wu. He seized the opportunity to force her, but Duan Wu is not a helpless victim. She carries a sharp dagger to pry open the shells. With the dagger in hand, her opponent dares not to dream of overpowering her. The supervisor Chui wanted to buy 5-inch pearls and spread the word that anyone who could find a large pearl would be handsomely rewarded. Finding a large pearl requires diving into Duan Wang Pool, where sharks and whales are plentiful, making it extremely dangerous. However, upon hearing of the generous reward, Duan Wu immediately signed up. A girl close to Duan Wu hesitated at the edge of the deep blue sea, afraid to dive in. To leave the pearl field sooner, Duan Wu tied sandbags around her waist and jumped into the water without hesitation. On the surface, a magnificent ship was docked, carrying merchants from the western regions. They had gold and silver and would spend lavishly on anything that caught their eye. On the deck, a merchant was caught trying to pass off inferior goods as quality products. When exposed, he faced the punishment of having his eyes gouged out and his tongue cut out. As the man begged for mercy, Zhang Jinran stepped forward and condemned the brutal methods. According to Tang law, counterfeit goods warranted only 50 lashes. In business, especially on the deck, Tang law was nearly meaningless. Zhang Jinran offered to replace the merchant's punishment with his family's heirloom pearls. When the Western merchant saw the pearls in Zhang Jinran's box, he sneered. The pearls, treasured for generations, were merely under 2 inches, unaware that they had seen larger pearls before. Zhang Jinran remained unconvinced. The Western merchant Yan Zijing offered to show Zhang Jinran more significant treasures, promising that if they found a larger pearl, his would be given to them for free. Zhang Jinran readily agreed. After great difficulty, Duan Wu finally found a massive pearl, but her companions intercepted her. Fortunately, Duan Wu was an excellent swimmer and managed to escape with the pearl from the seabed. Obtaining the pearl was no easy feat, but the matron at the site swapped Duan Wu's pearl and ultimately gave the slave release document to another diver. Duan Wu cried bitterly, pleading for investigation into the swap, insisting that her pearl had indeed been replaced. The old matron, knowing she was at fault, suggested that Duan Wu become a pearl maiden. A pearl maiden sells pearls, and the matron secretly advised her that leaving this place was only possible if she no longer breathed, but becoming a pearl maiden was Duan Wu's only path to rebirth. Later, Duan Wu, now a pearl maiden, was given a task along with the other maidens by Supervisor Chui. Whoever could sell a pearl for 5 million coins would be rewarded. The maidens were surprised, wondering who could buy a pearl for such an amount. However, Duan Wu stepped forward and said that because she was the one who collected the pearl, she would like to showcase its value, implying that she could sell it. Supervisor Chui asked her how she would like to be rewarded. She replied that he should grant her 2 release documents. Supervisor Chui then said she must sell it for 7 million coins and she would be free, but if she failed to sell it, she would be dead. Duan Wu knew that to sell the pearl for 7 million coins, she needed to shine as brightly as the pearls themselves. Among a group of dancers, she seemed inconspicuous, surrounded by graceful beauties. Since there had been no prior rehearsals, Duan Wu struggled to perform the dance smoothly. Realizing she was starting to embarrass herself, she focused on finding a solution and noticed the drummer in the band nearby. Duan Wu had once observed a dancer who moved beautifully to the rhythm of the drums. Inspired, she gracefully approached the drummer and took up a small drum, beginning to play. Her dance was innovative and captivating, quickly drawing attention. The other women, realizing they couldn't compete, quietly withdrew. After the dance, the pearl maiden began selling pearls. Duan Wu was determined to fetch a high price for her pearls, even dropping a drop of her own blood onto one, calling it a blood pearl. This type of blood pearl was highly valued for its supposed ability to ward off evil. 1 pearl, 1 life. Yan Zijing offered 6 million for the pearl, but Duan Wu knelt on the ground, unwilling to hand it over. She had made a blood oath with her supervisor. If she couldn't sell it for 7 million, she would face a brutal death. For the sake of herself and her close friends, she had to take this risk. Zhang Jinran had overheard Duan Wu's conversation with her supervisor and, seeing the tears in her eyes, felt compassion. He immediately agreed to buy the pearl for 7 million. The crowd gasped in surprise, and Zhang Jinran instructed his subordinates to give the owner a gold leaf, concluding the transaction. Duan Wu approached Zhang Jinran to thank him. He invited her to walk around with him. One was a noble scion, while the other was a lowly pearl slave. Their perspectives were naturally worlds apart. Duan Wu was captivated by Zhang Jinran's description of the bustling Chang'an, which held all the world's treasures. He told her of an ancient wishing tree in Chang'an. If one sincerely made a wish and hung it on the tree, it would come true. Duan Wu had never heard such a wonderful thing. When Zhang Jinran learned that her greatest wish was for freedom, he couldn't help but sigh. He helped her write her wish on a card, hang on the tree, and blessed her. May her heart be like a clear mirror, and all her wishes come true. Meanwhile, Yan Zijing quietly met with Cui Wu. During the auction, Cui Wu had received a gold leaf. Although he knew the pearl was worth a fortune, he couldn't sleep well, uncertain of Zhang Jinran's background. Yan Zijing informed him that the person who bought the pearl was a sworn brother of the king of Ying, trusted by the authorities. He had recently left the capital for the south, apparently on a mission, and there was a fierce conflict between the king of Ying and the king of Tan. Given the current situation, the king of Ying had the upper hand. To protect himself, Cui Wu had no choice but to agree to sell all the pearls from the auction to Yan Zijing at a low price. Meanwhile, Duan Wu and Lala were sent to Mr. Peng's room, one of the patrons. Faced with his villain Duan, Wu stood her ground. However, Mr. Peng was armed with a knife. Fortunately, the matron arrived just in time. Mr. Peng ordered the matron to kill Duan Wu, but unexpectedly, the matron ended his life instead. With Mr. Peng dead, the matron desperately pulled Duan Wu to escape. However, pursuers chased them relentlessly. The matron sacrificed her life to push Duan Wu onto a boat, telling her that she was her mother and had wanted to save her for years. Now, even in death, she could finally close her eyes. Duan Wu gained her freedom but lost her mother at the same time. Overwhelmed with despair, the boat drifted until it collided with a larger vessel. Fortunately, the people on board were Zhang Jinran, and Duan Wu and her brother were saved. If you love the story, subscribe for the next episode.